Hey guys, Vladimir here with Desktop Mix, and we're going to continue our design of our Marshmallow S'mores Christmas ornament. So let me pull it up right now to show you where we left off. So here's the actually printed design when we're all done. So I went ahead and printed this and painted it. So last time we worked on the chocolate, and in the previous lesson we did the graham cracker. Today we're going to tackle the marshmallow. If you did not see the previous tutorials, go back and check those out as well. It should be on the same playlist. So, okay, let's go ahead and jump into Fusion. Here's our finished model. So this is what we're going to have when we're all set. Um, and let's go ahead and open up our previous model. So this is what we have so far. Okay, I'm going to move fairly quick through this tutorial, but if you are really serious about learning how to design for 3D printing, check out my course. I'm going to put the link below, Designing for 3D Printing with Fusion 360. That's going to take a much slower approach and really explain everything. So highly recommend you go through that tutorial. Okay, let's begin this one. So we're going to go and first thing we're going to do is start with a component. So I'm going to right click, choose new component, and we're going to go ahead and name this marshmallow. We see that our component is activated, so we can now go ahead and start sketching. I don't need to see this here, so I'm going to uncheck these light bulbs. We'll start with a sketch, and I'm going to start on our ZX plane. I'm going to create a circle somewhere up here, give it a diameter of 25 millimeters, and I'm going to set a horizontal / vertical constraint right to that origin. Next, I'm going to enter a dimension of 12.5 millimeters and click Stop Sketch. We're going to extrude this out to 23 millimeters. Alright, create another sketch, this time on our XY plane. Take the same approach. I'm just going to draw a circle here, constrain it to that origin, and set a dimension of 11 millimeters because I want to get that little overlap in there. Okay, stop sketch, and I'm going to extrude this up 25 millimeters. Click OK. Alright, next I need this bottom and top to be completely flat because it's going to sit on the chocolate, and also I'm going to have the s'mores on top of it, and I need a way to be able to glue that in and have it have a good surface to glue to. So we're going to go ahead and create an offset plane or construct offset plane and choose this top plane here to base it off. I'm going to enter a dimension of -1 millimeter. Click OK. Let's do the same thing for the bottom. Go in -1, choose OK. Next, we're going to use that plane to split the body. So we're going to go to Split Body, choose our body, select our plane. We'll start with the top, hit OK. Do the same thing with the bottom. Modify, Split Body, choose our splitting tool, which is going to be our plane. Click OK. All right, so now if we go ahead and expand bodies here, we should end up with 3 separate bodies, our main body and the top and bottom ones that we split. So the first one's our main one, and we can see we have these two here, which I don't need anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and remove them. Click remove, and we should be left with just our one body. Uncheck construction plane, that's what we have so far. Alright, next we'll enter some fillets. We'll go ahead and fillet this edge and this edge. You know what, let's grab all 4 and let's give this we'll give them all a fillet of 2 millimeters. And we'll do the same thing for the back here, although with this one, let's do, I don't think it's going to let us do 1.2. We'll go with 1 millimeter fillet on the back. And that looks good. All right, we're starting to take form. So next, let's go ahead and draw our eyes, nose, and mouth. So to do that, we're going to do a construction plane. Again, I'm going to base it off this plane. Come out. Let's get a better view here. So let's go out about 21.5 or so millimeter. Don't have to get crazy exact, just about right there. And we're going to click OK. Let's bring that plane into view. Uncheck these two. I only need to see that one. Okay, I'm gonna uncheck bodies for now. Actually, let's bring bodies back just so I can see where I am here. Okay, so we can see that plane going across. So let's go ahead and do sketch, create sketch. I'm going to choose that plane, and it should bring us to the straight view. Let's go ahead. I'm going to project these edges here. I'm going to do this one and this one. So P for project, and then just select on these edges and click OK. Now I'm going to get rid of bodies, and I have that top and bottom line, so I know where I am here. Let's hit C for center diameter circle, and I'm going to create some circles here. Before we do that, let's go ahead and create a center line. So I'm going to go until I get my little midpoint triangle constraint. Draw that in here and make that a construction line by hitting X. Next, I'm going to create a circle, give it a diameter of 2 millimeters. Do the same thing on this side. And I'm going to go ahead and make these constraint. So I'll grab the horizontal slash vertical so that they're even. Okay, next I'm going to do a, let's bring this up, symmetry constraint. So I'm going to choose this circle, and then try it again, this circle, and it should allow me to now pick this middle constraint. Let's try it one more time. We'll try choosing the edges here. There we go. Okay, so now these are constrained from that midpoint, so they're always going to be the same distance from that center. So let's go ahead and give it a dimension, and we'll do 5 millimeters. And I'm going to move these down a little bit, a little more. Okay, now we're going to do our nose. So we'll go 5 millimeter circle. And next we'll do our mouth. And the way I approached the mouth was to first draw a line. We'll make this 13 millimeters. And we'll do the same thing. We'll grab our symmetry constraint to make this symmetric about that midline. So I'm going to grab one edge, second edge, and grab the line. And now that's right in the middle there. And let's grab our arc tool. So we'll go to arc, 3-point arc, and I'm going to grab, give it a little smile. Let's move this up a bit. And I'm going to make that arc a little bigger. Okay, now I'm going to grab, actually let's make this into a construction line. So I'm going to choose the arc and the line and hit X. Now I'm going to grab the circle tool, the 2 millimeter diameter circle, and I'm going to choose a circular pattern here. So let's go to a circular pattern. And for the object, I'm going to select my circle, and center point, I'm just going to select my arc here. And instead of full, I'm just going to go at angle. And I'm going to grab the little slider here, and let's go ahead and move this. Let's zoom out a little bit. I'm actually going to bring this out, and sorry, I grabbed the wrong tool. I need to grab this guy. So I'm gonna come out and let's zoom in. We'll snap that right to that edge. And instead of 3, we're gonna select 6. So we've got 6 circles, and we're gonna click OK. Alright, so that looks good. Let's go ahead and stop sketch. Let's show our body, see how that looks. Okay, so now I'm going to grab these and extrude them individually. So we'll start with the eyes. So let's uncheck bodies, and I'm going to grab each of these eyes here. E for extrude, pull it out. Instead of new body, I'm going to go to join. Let's bring back our body so we see what's going on. And I'm going to come out, let's say about 3 millimeters. I'll just enter it in. That looks good. And let's go ahead and fillet these. So I'm going to do a, let's see, a 0.8 millimeter fillet. We'll do 0.6, click OK, and do the same thing with the bottom edge here. Do a 0.6 as well. That looks good. I'm going to change that extrusion. I want to come out just a little bit more. So I'm going to come to my timeline and click on that. Let's try 3.5. That looks a little better. And okay, so now we can go ahead and grab the nose. So let's uncheck bodies, check sketch. Where's my sketch? Oops, not construction line, I want sketch. Okay, so let's grab that nose, bring that out, bring bodies, change this from cut to join, and let's come out to about 7. And I also want to taper this in, so if you see this little slider here, you notice you also have a taper angle here. You can enter that in numerically, or you can just kind of move this slider until you get what you're looking for. So 11 looks good, so oops, I should do -11. Hit enter, and let's fillet this as well. We'll do 0.6. And also fillet this bottom edge. We'll do another 0.6. That looks good. Okay, what's left is just the mouth. So the way we're going to have to handle this is I'm going to have to grab each of these in pairs and pull them out. Because this is curved, if I pull them each the same distance, these towards the center will be extruded a lot more than these that are further back. So let's go ahead and grab, uncheck this. We'll grab this one and this one. Start dragging it out. Bring bodies back. Go to join. And let's make these, we'll say, I really want to see this edge here. Yeah, we'll go with 2 millimeters. And we'll go ahead and grab the next set. And I'm going to bring these out as well. Change from cut to join, and we'll do, this time we'll do 2.5. And I'm going to grab my last pair, so which will be these two, and let's bring these out as well. And we're going to change this to join. Make this 3. Looks good. They're roughly all about even, so I'm going to now grab my fillet tool and fillet each of these. We'll do I'm going to do 0.8 on this one. Click OK. And that looks good. So let's go ahead and let's get rid of the sketches here, zoom out to see where we are. Okay, let's see how that compares with our actually finished model. Looks pretty good. I think I made my nose a little bit bigger this time, but you can play with that to get the size you're looking for. So, all right, so what's left? Let's see, what else do we have to do? So we need the holes here in order to put our arms. So let's see. Okay, in order to make the arms, we'll go ahead and create a sketch and extrude it in here. So we'll go ahead and let's create an offset plane. Construct offset plane. We'll grab the origin here. Let's move this out. Where'd you go? Come back. Okay, we'll put that, just offset it in over here. Click OK. And let's take a look at that plane. So we'll go ahead and create a sketch right on that plane. So I'm going to just turn this over. We'll create a circle just roughly in this area over here. We'll make it a 3 millimeter circle. Click OK. And now we're going to go ahead and we'll extrude that circle in. So bring it in so that it goes in. Yeah, I'm gonna go in about 7 millimeters or so. But again, that depends on where you put that plane, to how deep it's gonna go. So it's not critical here. Just get it in deep enough, because what we're gonna do is just then print the arms, and then glue it in there. So that looks pretty good. So I'm just gonna click OK. And now I'm just going to mirror that to the other side. So we're going to go to Create, Mirror. And for mirror, I'm going to select Features. My objects, I'm going to select that extrusion right from my timeline. And for mirror plane, let's go ahead and select that mid plane here. It might be a little hard selecting it. So there we go. You may need to just uncheck bodies and then just select it and bring bodies back. Okay, so that should mirror on that side. We're going to click OK. And there we go. We have a hole here and a hole here as well where we can put our arms. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we have. And forgot to fillet this guy, so I'm just going to do it here. I think I used 0.6. All right, so that's our marshmallow snowman. So what did I do here? I made it white, so let's go ahead and I'm going to click A for appearance. Grab, let's see, we're going to plastic, opaque, I'm going to go down to matte, and just drag the white over. And let's go ahead and bring our other components that we created. So we'll check origin, let's bring chocolate and graham cracker. And I'm going to check the top of the browser here so I can see everything. Okay, so now I'm just going to click this, click move, and we're just going to move it into place. I'm going to grab the arrow here, zoom in, and just place that right there. Click OK. And there we go. We've got our graham cracker, we've got our chocolate, we've got our marshmallow. So the only thing that's missing is just the arms, and we'll go ahead and do that next time. So, alright guys, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked the video and you want to see more of these. I'll be posting every few days. And again, don't forget to check out my course if you are serious about learning how to design for 3D printing. So, okay, take care.